There are moments that fans never forget. Moments that are so fleeting, yet so full of meaning, that they linger in memory long after the cameras stop rolling. For Wang and Shen Yue, one such moment has captivated hearts worldwide. It wasn't a scene from a drama. It wasn't part of a scheduled appearance. It wasn't designed to be shared online. It was simply a gesture. A small, tender gesture. One that said everything without a single word. It all began at a recent event where both Wang and Shen Yue were present. Fans were excited, cameras were flashing, and the energy in the room was palpable. But amid the noise, one exchange captured everyone's attention. Shen Yue had just finished speaking to the audience, smiling politely, glowing with her characteristic charm. And then Wang approached. It wasn't dramatic. It wasn't theatrical. It wasn't designed to impress the cameras. It was subtle. A gentle touch on her arm. A soft guiding gesture as he helped her adjust. A small, protective movement that seemed instinctive. And in that instant, fans noticed something extraordinary. The way Shen Yue looked at him in response was telling. Not a glance of surprise. Not a look of confusion. But a look of warmth. Of recognition. Of something unspoken yet undeniably present. The cameras captured it, but no filter could obscure the emotion behind it. Social media erupted immediately. Fans began sharing the clip with captions like, "Did you see the way he looked at her? Not acting. That's real chemistry. One gesture and my heart melted." And in forums and comment sections, discussions exploded. Fans were dissecting every micro-expression, every subtle movement, every glance that passed between them. Because in moments like this, there is more than meets the eye. What made this so remarkable was the authenticity of the interaction. Both Wang and Shen Yue are consummate professionals. They are used to performing, used to crafting expressions, used to navigating public appearances with precision. And yet, in that brief moment, neither of them seemed aware of the attention. Neither seemed concerned with perception or impression. Instead, they were simply present with each other. Fans noticed how Wang's eyes softened as he focused on Shen Yue. The smallest of gestures, a tilt of the head, a subtle smile, the gentle placement of his hand, conveyed care, attentiveness, and respect. And Shen Yue's response was equally telling. Her gaze lingered just slightly. Her lips curved in an unguarded smile. Her posture softened. Together, they created a silent dialogue, invisible to the untrained eye, but unmistakable to those watching carefully. This is what makes moments like these so compelling. In a world dominated by staged appearances and curated images, moments of genuine connection shine brightly. Fans are drawn to authenticity. They long to see unspoken emotions revealed. They yearn for glimpses of humanity behind the polished exterior. And Wang and Shen Yue provided exactly that. The tender gesture was small in physical scope but monumental in emotional impact. It reminded people that love, or at least the beginnings of it, can be subtle. It doesn't need grand declarations or dramatic confessions. Sometimes, it's in the small, instinctive actions that hearts speak the loudest. A hand on an arm, a guiding gesture, a shared glance. These tiny actions convey more than words ever could. Fans immediately began speculating. Could this be more than friendship? Are they secretly in love? Has this been happening off-camera too? While speculation ran rampant, one thing remained undeniable: there was chemistry. Real chemistry. Something that cannot be manufactured. Something that cannot be hidden. Something that makes hearts flutter and imaginations run wild. Wang and Shen Yue's careers have always been defined by their talent, professionalism, and dedication. They have captured the hearts of millions through their performances on screen. But moments like this, unscripted, tender, and intimate, remind fans that there is more to them than what appears in dramas and interviews. There is humanity. There is emotion. There is connection. Fans began analyzing the micro-expressions in the clip. The way Wang's eyes lingered, the subtle nod that indicated attentiveness, the way he mirrored Shen Yue's slight movements. And then there was Shen Yue's response, the soft smile, the relaxed posture, the gentle acknowledgement of his gesture. It was as if the world around them had disappeared for a brief, magical second. And in that instant, fans felt a shared sense of wonder. Moments like these are rare, because the entertainment world is structured, scripted, and highly managed. Every movement is often calculated. Every expression is often rehearsed. Every interaction is observed and curated. Yet here, in this fleeting interaction, authenticity shone through. It was a glimpse of something real, something that belongs to them alone, something that, for a moment, the cameras could only capture but never fully contain. It's no wonder fans have replayed the clip countless times. Slow-motion versions were uploaded. Commentaries appeared analyzing every nuance. Memes and edits celebrating the tender gesture spread across social media. And each time it is watched, the impact grows stronger. Because moments like these resonate beyond fandoms. They speak to a universal truth. Human connection is powerful, meaningful, and sometimes unspoken. In interviews following the event, neither Wang nor Shen Yue explicitly addressed the gesture. And perhaps that is the most beautiful part. Sometimes words are unnecessary. Sometimes actions communicate more than sentences could. Sometimes a single gesture can leave fans speechless. This tender interaction also reminds us that chemistry isn't just about dramatic romantic scenes. It isn't about scripted lines or staged moments. True chemistry shows in the details, in the subtle gestures, in the shared smiles, in the instinctive ways two people acknowledge each other's presence. And Wang's gesture toward Shen Yue embodied all of that. Fans continue to celebrate the moment. Some frame it as a sign of possible romance. Some appreciate it as a display of respect and attentiveness. Some simply admire the humanity displayed by two of their favorite stars. Whatever the interpretation, the effect is undeniable. Hearts were moved. Imagination was sparked. Fans were left enchanted. It's also a reminder that even in fame, even in the bright lights and public scrutiny, moments of intimacy can shine through. That one small act, so tender, so genuine, captured something timeless. It captured care. It captured attention. It captured the possibility of something more. For fans, this clip will be remembered. Not because of spectacle. Not because of drama. Not because of a headline. But because Wang and Shen Yue allowed a moment of authenticity to exist. A moment where gesture, glance, and feeling aligned perfectly. And in doing so, they created something magical. The lesson is simple. Even in a world full of performance, curated images, and public appearances, true emotion shines through. Even the smallest gestures, an arm gently guided, a hand lightly touched, a soft look exchanged, can speak volumes. And Wang's tender gesture toward Shen Yue is proof. It leaves fans hopeful. Hopeful for more shared,